Hello, 20-something entrepreneurs, and welcome to the 20-something entrepreneur podcast, episode numero 13. My name is Colin Stover, and today I'm going to be talking to Dr. Kyle Wallner, who is a brilliant doctor in his 20s, who learned that it isn't just about being good at what you do. You have to market yourself. I'm going to let the interview take it from there. Here I am with Dr. Kyle Wallner. All right, I am here with Dr. Kyle Wallner, who specializes in family wellness care at his chiropractic and nutrition office in Southeast Michigan. With a passion for alternative healing therapies, including bioenergetic medicine and applied kinesiology, Dr. Kyle elevates your family's health using spinal adjustments and nutritional remedies. What's really interesting is that Dr. K is the founder of the Michigan Family Wellness, which is a podcast that achieved #1 ranking in iTunes New and Noteworthy. As a driven chiropreneur, I love that phrase, by the way, Dr. K has embraced the dichotomy of being both an expert as a doctor and building his practice. Thanks for coming on the show, Kyle.
Hey, what's up, Colin? It's an honor and a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So, I love the term chiropreneur. I think it's really cool. And what I'm most interested about, I guess, tell us a little bit about your backstory first, but what I'm most interested about is that last sentence, talking about the dichotomy of being an expert as well as building your practice. So I guess give us a little background about how you got started in all of this.
Yeah. So just, I guess, some context for your listenership. I became passionate about alternative healing and, different techniques, involving chiropractic, spinal adjusting, nutritional therapies. I would say about, 10 or 12 years ago. And just to clarify, I am 29, so I do fall into that 20-something entrepreneur, avatar that you're looking for there. But yeah, so about, 10 or 12 years ago, I was, trying to figure out what direction I wanted to take in terms of a career path and all that. And actually, you mentioned music earlier in the pre-chat. I wanted to be a professional musician.
Oh, really?
So yeah, I was a trumpet player. I was going to school for music. That was my undergraduate, degree and all of that. So yeah, hard left turn from music into chiropractic, but.
Yeah, I think most of us entrepreneurs have kind of had that hard left turn.
Right. So yeah, I went down to a chiropractic college actually in St. Louis, came back to the Southeast Michigan area here, which is actually where I'm from. And basically, I found myself in a position where I had to be very entrepreneurial. I had to learn all these new skills. You talk about the E-Myth, wearing these different hats in order to make my passion or my love or my trade work from a business standpoint. So that's where I think I can, provide a little bit of value and benefit for your listenership in that department.
Yeah. So when did you discover that? Was there a moment where you were like, okay, wow, I just went to school to become a chiropractor. That's all I want to do. I just want to help people feel better. But now I need to learn all this other stuff.
Right. Yeah, let me give you some more context. And again, we talked about this before too, I think last week. Please don't misunderstand me. I am still in the trenches. Like I am not, a 6-figure per month, mega entrepreneur who is just crushing it right now. I would identify with your listenership if this is maybe where they're at. I am still churning and burning these techniques, the things that you talk about on your blog, the things that you talk about on your podcast. I'm listening to these tips and strategies and I'm trying to apply them in my own business and in my own life as well. So just, full disclosure, full transparency for your listeners, don't think that I'm speaking from this high pedestal of, 30, 40 years experience. So I have this huge, line of success. But yeah, to answer your question, when I was down in St. Louis, I actually, out of my entire class, and I was fortunate enough to receive this, out of my entire graduating class, I was the one that actually brought in the most new patients. So in my profession, in my industry, chiropractic, it's great that you can do all these things, to help people heal or to biohack their central nervous system, which I might get into later for all your computer hacking listenership out there. It's great that you can do all these things,